Is anyone there? Hi.
What's up, guys? I was gonna play some Code Vein today, but I got pretty enticed by Xenoblade last week, Monday. So I'm gonna keep playing that. So um, I know that this doesn't work, but yep. So this is the plan. We're gonna play some Xenoblade Chronicles X. That's really all I have planned. Why are you not saying continue? Question mark. That's not what I want. Let's see here. Wow. None of my saves are here because none of my games are here. So let's figure out why that's not loading. There we go. Alright, so hopefully that fixed the save data. I don't know why it would be on the hard drive, but we'll see. I'm over here trying to double check myself, and I can't double check myself because there's no noise. Okay, good. It's working. Yes, I know there's no... Hey, you. Go lay down. Go lay down. Yeah, I got continue. We're good. That's what I needed. I was wondering why it asked me to do an update before I got on. Iris, lay down. I know, there's a kitty in here, but you gotta lay down. You gotta lay down. Alright. We left off by getting to the administrative district. Other than that, it's pretty much leave the barracks. So let's go. Unable to confirm Blade ID. I don't have one of those yet. Also, the camera is extremely slow in here. Am I leaving the right way? Looks like it's that way. Here we go.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want her to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that Skell. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby. Now this girl gets it. Aren't they just the coolest? Just everything about them. The lasers, the force fields, the bipedal and vehicular transformations. You ever have that dream where you're inside one and it's just transforming over and over and over? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't normally show this to people, but I've been working on some Skell fanfiction. Hold on, I'll just pull it up here 1 sec.
Lynn?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Originally, Skells were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to
Iris.
save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned.
Iris, lay down.
Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far so fast without Skell technology.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond and...
Hold on a second, guys. Come on, you. Sorry about that. We have a little kitten here, and the dog's not leaving her alone right now, so. I didn't want to skip it. Okay, so we're going to bring this screen over here so I can see a little better, because. Here we go.
So this is mission control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updated.
Okay.
Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the Scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the Scout Console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey,
How the heck am I supposed to pull this job off by myself? It's madness. Madness! Or hey, you wanna come along and help? Well, fine. I guess I won't do that then.
Yes?
I've run past it. Must be this one over here.
Ta-da! The Blade Scout Console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout Console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell blade without team. Sorta. Anyway, awesome, right? So, you're ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
Do you like guns? I like guns. Let's buy guns. Guns together? Guns.
Hey.
Alright, people. Remember that each of us bears the weight of... Yeah, I've already got that one.
So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie, most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells. Can you imagine owning your own skell? Huh? Oh, right, the tour. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
Blade Tower.
Hey!
Any blade can use that terminal there to purchase new weapons and protective wear. Pushing it.
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here. The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chassan, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us, or not. Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
Story mission complete. Money. Yeah, we can go ahead and say over.
Hey,
That wasn't much of a pause. Yeah, we can go in. Please excuse me while I jam food into my mouth.
Honey, we're home.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam? Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment.
What in the hell are we waiting for?
As he put it.
The commander does have a way with words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course, and I would never force or coerce anyone. Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
Nah, man, I just want to be a police officer.
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, she can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments. Together, they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a Blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the East Gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Emma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe!
Lee's great. Can't we go to the administrative district? Words? I'm trying not to
Man,
make a
am I
bunch of
glad
noise
we pulled an
with my
assignment
food,
to
but
the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the west gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigent activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigent butt, huh? Seriously? That was you? Cool.
I don't think so. Those Grexes we took down were fairly routine. Definitely not something they'd lock both gates over, at least.
Then I take my cool back. But wait a sec. You guys fought Grexes? The two of you? Hey, that's still pretty cool. They've been hassling a lot of teams lately, especially how they hunt in packs and all.
Let's not get too excited. Confidence can be good. Overconfidence can be fatal, especially when you're new.
Yeah, you're right.
But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the East Gate, shall we?
So I'm pretty sure like 90% of this game is installing probes into the open world. And then the other 10% is killing monsters and buying weapons and getting skill. This is Eleonora, Blade Support Lead, here to tell you that the segment map is now available for use. The map displayed on your handheld comm device is a useful tool with lots of information, lots of info about Mira. Give it a look if you're unsure of where you are or what to do. That's pretty handy, actually. Now, hold on a second. That's Armory Alley, which is where I want to go. I'll go buy us some nice stuff. What do we got here? What's this one sell? I don't have a blade ID. Never mind. Some shoots thing. I can't wait to get a scout so I can be that guy standing at the front gate. I'll pick up a jar. Or the guy sitting at the front gate. Look at the double moons. That's freaking awesome. Or maybe moon and world, I don't know. Level 9 and 10. Dude, I am not that high. What? Level 7.
What the hell happened here?
My bad.
You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
Unless...
Unless... what?
This is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Think about it. Your typical Simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we'd find one Simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Sinicula tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep, and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid. The Tyrant designation is given to creatures that pose a special threat in one way or another. That doesn't always mean raw strength. Some Tyrants will actually register as low rank when you find them out in the field and engage them in combat.
But don't let that fool you. If a creature shows up as a tyrant, you can be sure it's got at least one nasty trait or ability to speak of. The system can't account for everything, though, so don't let your guard down, no matter what rank it assigns. Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all. As long as you understand the risks involved. Lynn?
Count me in. The same goes for everyone in New LA, but if we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. Besides, if I need to, I can always run away while it's busy chewing on one of you guys.
Fair enough. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we
I
can
just
take it
noticed that
down,
her
great,
hairpins
but
look
if
like
not,
Shulk's
even just luring it away would be a moral victory.
sword.
As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This will be tougher than anything else we've faced.
Engaging a tyrant is no small task. It's important to equip your best before charging in. So double check all your weapons and gear. Oh, and make sure your arts are ready and leveled up, okay? That's the first step to becoming a combat master. Main menu party ground gear. Main menu party arts upgrade. That's nice, but I can't use it. They have the same stats. So why would I change it out? One to 3 is better. 4 and 4. I think we'll stick with the Worn Survival Soul. What about Alma? I have these at level 3, but they're no different than what you already have. Do critical chance up. That's kind of nice. I think we'll just leave it at that. Iron blades. These are also not much better. What do they give instead? TP gain. That's it's A. Third type helmet. Better than nothing. Lynn, what do you got? Nothing else here. Okay, so Storm Machine. I kind of like that thing because it's cool, and I'll let you use it. Also, this isn't much better, so we'll take that and we'll not worry about it. You two are good. Arts. Arts palette. I guess I can change stuff around. Upgrade. Alright, so I want to upgrade this. How do I do that? Expend 4 BP. How many BP do I have? How many? Ooh, I've got 45 battle points. Nice. Alright. I don't have any of this stuff. So, let's see here. Recuperate is a healing. I think this is probably one of the better things to level up. We'll do Assault Hammer. We will do Flame Grenade, and I want to upgrade Slit Edge to take the ooh, wow, 12 now. I think that's good for now. Elma, what can I upgrade for you? Oh, you have, okay, so we each have different amount of battle points. That's nice. Side slash. You seem to be doing a lot of melee. For hand. Grants critical power. Dual swords. Upgrade that. Do guns. Shadow strike. Nice. Alright, so we're gonna make her our DPS. And then it looks like Lynn needs to be our... And Lynn needs to be our tank. So... She has 22. We'll just go ahead and upgrade what she has here. I don't think that she will let us do much more than that. So like 27 points, but I think I'm going to save it. What do we got here? I don't have any skills yet, so I can't do that. I think we're pretty much good here.
Come now. I won't fight. Engaging. Lay down the fire for me.
I was level 5. Let's
Shadow Strike! Wild Fist!
it doesn't say what his special
Lightning
ability is.
Slinger! Fire Particle! Side Slash!
Flame grenade!
Wild Fist! Sliding Slinger! Slit Edge! Scream Edge! We're up against a big target. Buff up now!
I did learn a couple of things.
Shadow
So the
Strike!
green circle that goes around is a secondary cooldown, is what they call it.
Assault Hammer!
And pretty much if you let it go all the way through, you get some kind of secondary effect.
I appreciate the help.
And it's dead!
The attack that you're trying to do. So, or the move, or the move you're trying to do. So, I think most of the time for right now it's just doing damage. A lot of it's going to be damage based.
We are awesome!
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself.
We're probing the Earth.
The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it
My
a try.
comm device.
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
We just laser beamed a hole into the Earth.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Level up! I think even my cooking got better.
One glove. Installing data probes. I'm Leah, a Pathfinder. Leah. Wow. There we go. A Pathfinder. If we're gonna grow Frontier Nav, we need to install more data probes. To plant one, simply approach a Vainkin Frontier Nav probe site. Press A. This requires your mechanical field skill to be up to snuff. So don't forget to level it up. Engaging massive foes. Now all that's left is to report back to base, but first, I'll let you in on a secret. A giant beast like that is usually best engaged with a skell. Neutralizing a foe like that on foot, especially a tyrant. Something wrong with it? Oh shit. It's hot! No, nothing wrong with it. Crunchy? Crunchy's good. Especially a tyrant. It's pretty risky. Jesus! Get your sick ass out of here! COVID! Yeah, I know. So be careful about such things in the future, okay? She done came and brought me one bread muffin. Wonderful. So this one's already done, so why is the damn thing still there? Oh well. That's crazy. And hiccups. Crappy goose. Got it. Got it. Space analyzer. I really wish that the jump button was not the right trigger. Who does that? Okay. Classes. What do I do here? I can choose one of these now. Choose this route if you want to go in guns blazing. Mixes offensive and defensive arts and provides HP and melee attack bonuses. Well balanced and suited for beginners. I don't want it to be for beginners, that just sounds fun. She's commando, which means dual guns, dual swords. A ray gun and a knife. I think I'm gonna go striker. Oh. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. It's early morning. I didn't even sleep. Boink. Boink. Hey, she jumps high. What the gotta be those amazing space pants she's wearing. Almost like robot legs. Oh man, nothing beats skelling through the wide open fields of Primordia. You guys gotta get your skell licenses post haste. Chop chop. Tom? Absolutely just corn bed then. No, don't fall. It's falling apart in my hands.
Commander Vanden.
Well, now, look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
Okay, I'm done eating. I'm sorry. All right, got some monies. I think they were saying that buying a Skell was like 2 million money or something like that, but I'm getting like tens or you know thousands of coins at a time. So we'll see about that.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. You'll all excuse me? Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked her to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the Rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow?
Makes sense to me.
Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akalov and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty: protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigene that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? All right, Prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, Outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the Mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to Mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's
You
all
think?
8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigents, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
Yeah, and? We're on pins and needles here.
HP support, ranged master, melee master, drop sensor, critical master, defense support, R&D support, TP support. I think this is probably just the best choice for now.
Then it's settled?
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Congrats, and welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a Skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
All right, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Wow. 20,000. Wow. Money. Chapter 3 already? You're officially a Blade now. Congrats. Becoming one of us grants you access to the variety of services, including the shop terminal, the AN terminal, mission control, and more. Some services are still off limits at the moment, but I'll get back to you on those later. Fast travel. Ever wish you could zip straight back to the place you visited? Well, that's why we have fast travel. It allows you to instantly return to significant landmarks, as well as any frontier nav sites that you have dropped data probes. Great. Supporting arms manufacturers. Arms manufacturers or AMs support us from the sidelines by developing new weaponry and gear, and by utilizing their services, we can support them too. Head to the AM terminal in Armory Alley to learn more about working with AMs to make new gear. Boink. My poor neck. I just don't sleep right. Ground gear. Scale frames. 217,000. I have 34,000. Oh. Yep, I like this one. Mostly because of the giant sword. This one's called Layla. Inferno. Alright guys, so I just need 268,000 credits, and we should be able to do this. It's freaking dope looking. I won't even lie. Alright, let's go ahead and sell some junk. Not usable for anyone, or better. So this is all probably important. You should probably not get rid of it. Precious resources. Mining GI. G1. Mines precious resources and uranium. Mining depends on both the grade of the probe and the output of the frontier nav probe. So those are good probes. Right. I have 2 left. Collectibles. This instrument analyzes the atmosphere, also scans for microbial life, Collectopedia status not registered. Category wreckage. What the hell, I have 4 of them. I wonder what you do with these. Oh, these must be for consumables. Alright. So ground gear. Let's look at E. Sure.
One, two, three, four.
What's really different? So level 10. And it has about the same stats. The only difference is that it has level 10. Okay, so let's I like that. I like that it does so much more. Cooldown is quite a bit lower. Stability is not great, but 72 is a lot more damage than what I'm doing. Yeah, okay. And let's go down to
One, two, three,
oh. Oh. Here we go. Empty slot. Potential up. I think this is probably the better one. Oh. Okay. Oh. Those are really expensive. And not much body armor. Oh, that's pretty cool though. It's the rest of my suit. Let's go for survival. Which should. I'm running low on money fast. I like how there's individual arms. So. This is two Elma. Dual guns. Really don't think upgrading is gonna. Oh. I'm kind of broke.
one, two, three, four.
I'm kind of broke. I think we have to just deal with what we got for a while. I guess I'm gonna break it on there. I feel bad though, because now I don't have Lin. I can't buy Lin stuff. Let's do that. So.
One, two, three, four.
Manage AMs. Sakuruba Industries. The central pillar of the Sakuruba Group conglomerate, which enjoys a reputation for excellent products. Sakuruba firearms exhibit remarkable stability and accuracy qualities, which faithfully exemplify the design ethos of their creators. Granada Galactic Group. Now that sounds more my speed. This new arms manufacturer is an avid investor in beam tech research. Its best sellers are weapons that emphasize quick cooldowns and protective wear that offers high beam resistance. why do I have so much with them? Like, because I just bought all that stuff.
1, 2, 3.
Upgrade battle traits. Oh, okay, so you use these things in order to upgrade your weapons. Alright. I feel like this is stuff I need to worry about later on, because I'll be using a bunch of stuff now, and I feel like maybe now is not a good time for that. Engineer augments. Weapon augments. Stat augments, weapon mod augments, critical augments, enemy exploit augments, attack augments, overdrive augments. This all looks a little complicated for right now, so we're gonna go ahead and skip all of that. And we're gonna run
3, 4.
this way. This way. Here we go. Find Moranium to help further research its properties and allow us to use it more effectively. Okay, more than one. We want to use Moranium to help run the integrated production plant. Looks like we can have more than one. A tyrant is interfering with frontier nav expansion. Research. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and grab all these. I don't know what. I don't see why you don't do that. They all seem pretty easy. All right. So now how do I go and do that? For missions here. Chapter 3, and then you decide where's your main. All right, cool. So when we get outside, we can go ahead and start doing those, and then we can get to them. Hey, get out of my way then. You're mad at me when you're in the way. You just appeared there, and I ran into you. Who are you? Do you have a question mark? Do you have a question mark? Excuse me.
Now what?
Sorry to bother you, and I know you're terribly busy. But is there any way you might help with a rather urgent request? I promise it won't take much of your time. Heck, I don't have much of my own spend taking up yours. Doing up that. Anyway, I know I should be running this request through official channels and all, but there's just no time. I'm desperate at this point, and I'll literally take any help I can get, or not to say you're just anybody, you're great. Ha ha ha. Look, I know I must sound completely bonkers, but just hear me out, okay? That's all I ask. You going to listen to me? Oh man, what are the odds the very first person I asked help me out, huh? Like 9 to 1.
3, 4.
I'm shy, you see, and I about worked myself into a panic, thinking I'd have to keep approaching strangers, but with the staring and the awkwardness. Yeah, so I needed to deliver supplies to a blade team in the field. I'm a mechanic, you see, specializing in skells. I tend to pick up a lot of important projects. Didn't sound right. No, just keep talking. Anyway, I just got a call from a team that's always been really nice to me. They asked me to bring them supplies so they can do field repair of their skells. Apparently something called a whimsical Dooku attacked them after they left on a mission, and now they're stranded out there. I pride myself on customer service, but me wandering around outside the city is just, bad idea. Bad idea. Especially with the whimsical Doodle that broke their skull and still kicking around. As much as I wanted to help, I'm just a mechanic. there's only so much I can do. But on the other hand, I thought of those poor skells lying there all beat up. It just broke my heart. So I gathered some adventure stuff and left town, but then kind of panicked about what to do next. The only sane plan I could come up with was asking someone else for help, and he came along. It's like magic, only not. Anyway, I know I should post this to mission control. But I don't have time for rules, man. I just can't stand around filling out paperwork and cutting red tape or whatever. Oh, and I'll pay you, of course. Or actually, the leader of my team will be rescuing, though. Or I hope. At any rate, they're really in trouble, so if you could get those supplies to them, I'd really appreciate it. Punch it. Alright, so I guess we're doing that first. Oh, Thomas.
One, two, three, four.
Okay, so missions. Okay, so this one I have set, which is the one I'm... You gotta pick up the free stuff. You also gotta kill the little stuff.
I'll start things at range. Follow my lead side. Shadow strike. Nice. Move in and do some damage. Side slash. Use an aura. Eyes and control the battle. Spectacularly done. Effort is its own reward.
I'm level 7? Okay. Well, then I guess I didn't realize I was such a
Very
high
well.
level.
Locked and loaded. First. Ask questions later.
Sliding slinger. Assault hammer. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Side slash. Shadow strike.
I read online that a lot of the attacks are stronger from the side. So you should always try and attack from the side. So where are we going?
Shall we? They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. Side slash.
Fire carnival.
Assault hammer. Slinger. Use an aura. Get control of the battle. Exhilarating. Have the chance. Fire on them to topple them. Spectacularly done. I never imagined this is where life was going to take me. Rising flame!
Ask questions later.
Early bird.
All these moves are very, very similar to
Shadow strike. Nice. Move in and do some damage. Flame grenade. Assault hammer. Rising flame. Success.
Let's keep it up.
I'm attacking. Move in. Who's drawing this? Now, my turn. Flame grenade. Side slash. Green edge. Ready for anything. They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. Shadow Strike! Assault Hammer!
Trash Chuck! Fire Carnival!
Flame Grenade!
Blaze Blow!
He's getting beat up.
Side Slash!
God, I'm level 81 and just walking around.
Upper Hand!
That is crazy.
Sliding Slinger!
Down.
Scream Edge!
But not out!
Shadow Strike!
You guys, take it from
Rising Side Slash! Sliding Slinger! You can't give up now!
We should weaken them just to be safe. Blaze Blow!
I appreciate the help.
Fire Carnival!
That's up.
Blaze
Good.
Strength Possible Speed!
It's true on any
TP. Nice.
Rising Blaze! Sliding Slinger! Defensive Shadow Strike! Side Slash! Flame Grenade! Upper Hand! Gaining ground! I need recovery! I should heal up first.
I need to get weaken them later!
Sliding Slinger!
Fire Carnival!
Side Slash! Move in and do some damage.
Advanced survival headset. That's
Level up!
your cooking got
I
better?
think even my cooking got
Good to
better.
know. Oh, that's just scary, man. Level 81 just walking around. Just like, hey. I'm not coming this way. Don't even think about it. I don't want to think about it. That's scary.
I'm attacking! Move in!
But also, oh no, he's got
Shadow
eyeball.
Strike.
He needs to go back.
Fire Carnival!
Move in and do some damage. Flame Grenade! Slinger! Scream Edge! Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. I'm off balance. Up here! Shoot them while they're target in sight. Now! Aim for the toppled enemy! Shadow Strike! Rising Flame! Use an aura! Get control of the battle!
So that guy's not actually gonna hurt me. And big boy's walking that way. So we're gonna keep on moving this way. Not that way. Level 13. Holy jeez. That's a big boy. Where's big boy at? He's over there.
Defensive stack! Take the initiative! Close in!
Oh boy, we grabbed two of them.
Now, it's my turn! Side slash! Assault hammer! Now! Aim for the toppled enemy! Flame grenade!
Almost down, but not out.
Side slash!
Oh boy. him down.
I'm sorry. I'm wounded. Moving now. Oh, we still can.
You got it. Got it. Do some grinding. Do a bit of grinding. Probably a little bit of one at a time too. Let's see here. So this is a normal mission. These are basic missions, so we should probably do these. Oh boy. Where's that on the map? I don't know how to use this map yet. Is that where it's taking me, the industrial district? I don't even have any of that. Sounds like I do.
Hey,
Guess we're running. Can be a bit of a run. Hey, I learned a new thing. I'm so glad I run faster than cars. That's pretty handy. Oh boy, the diner. Let's get some tacos.
Listen.
hey,
Am I right?
That's what I want to know. I want food. I don't get it.
Listen.
Okay, well. Good job. Damn, I just want to let you know I thought you were completely naked.
What's up?
Oh. Well, how do... Okay. That's not fair. Bring us as much as you can.
What's up?
There you are.
Dude, she needs even more. Okay then. Missions.
Hey!
It's okay. It's over here, isn't it? I thought it was over here.
Hey!
Well, this is it. I'm so lost. Where the hell is the frontier? Is that it? What's going on, bro? No, okay, here it is. So I need to go. I need to get Miridium, and then I need to get plants and some other stuff. I think that I should do a bit of grinding. Especially since I'm in a new class. Really curious to know how I'm supposed to get. Oh, that's a big boy. That's level 7. You can handle that.
I'll start things at range. Follow my lead.
I'm
Flame
not
grenade!
fire.
Lightning slinger! Shadow strike! Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Ready? Too bad. Now they're trapped. Fire on top of them. Assault now.
So, topple's really nice. It's like a stun.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Watch me lay into it.
hell?
Yes, but I won't stop there.
Oh, I'm level 8 now. Hell yeah.
Shall we? Let's see. They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. I'll stagger them. Side slash. Sliding. Rising flame. Now's your chance. Fire up to topple them. Flame grenade.
I guess the TP thing on the game. I was really hoping that was kind of a part of it.
Shadow strike. Side slash. Touch me up. Yes, he got him. Let's move. What in
They've seen us.
I'm attacking. Move in.
Let's play into it.
Scream edge.
Fire carnival.
Light ice. Assault in and do some damage. Side slash. Shadow strike. Rising flame. Flame grenade. Sliding slinger.
And just got stabbed in the
Side
face.
ice. Move in and do some damage. Spectacularly done. We got him. Let's move.
Potato. That one's a big boy. No, I'm running off in the wrong damn direction, but I want to know how to mine so I can get the mineral, or the meridium, I guess is what it's called. Haven't really seen anything at mine yet, but
Shall we?
Punch first. Ask questions later.
Now it's my turn. Sliding slinger.
Wild down.
Scream edge has been destroyed. Move in and strike. Rising. Side. That's it. Melee strike.
Let's play.
Spectacularly done.
Level up. I think even my cooking got better.
Ball Virginia. Oh, look at that. Wow, the world is just filled with like some serious stuff that you can buy. Like the giant level 50 over there. Or the other giant level 50 over there. $39. Jeez. so neat. Monster sheriff. Going cool again. I guess swimming under the biggest damn thing in the game. So pretty much if they don't have an eyeball on them or a lightning bolt, they will not be able to attack them. So I can pretty much run by a lot of the stuff in the game.
Shall we?
Locked and loaded.
Success!
Gliding,
Now move
swinger.
in! Oh, exhilarating. Now, I'm ready!
Fire carnival.
Nice! Did it, do some damage. Ready? Too bad!
Gliding, swinger.
Now's your chance! Fire on the
I'll take it down. Light up. Lay down, cover fire.
I have the shot!
Shadow strike.
That could do it. They really got it going. Nice work.
That is a good thing. Oh. Oh, it's already done. Okay, cool. Level 39 just run around. Almost saw me. That was scary. I need to kill some more little level 8s.
I'll start things at range. Follow my lead. Target in sight.
Fire carnival. Shadow strike.
Assault hammer. Now, aim for the toppled enemy. Rising blade. Oh, exhilarating. Early bird. I'm ready.
Hanging down. Weaken them and lay in. Sliding, swinger.
Flame grenade.
There.
Shadow strike. Force. Now, melee attack.
Infuriate. Ready? Too bad.
Tell me.
They're awfully forward. They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. I'll stagger them. Now, aim for the toppled enemy.
Fire. Scream edge.
Rising blade.
Hanging down.
Nice, that was super good.
Lay in.
Flame grenade. Success.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
In
laziness.
places?
Punch first. Ask questions later.
Defensive
Fire
stance!
carnival.
Now, my turn! Rising flame!
Side slash. Wild smash.
Sliding nice! Move in and do some damage. Ready?
Too bad.
Too bad! Now, aim for the toppled enemy!
I've got your cover,
Upper
fire.
hand! Spectacularly done!
Nice work.
I need to keep running in this direction. Simple rock. The whole tree.
I'll start things at range. Follow my lead.
I've got your cover, fire.
Flinger. Shadow strike. Flame grenade. Success. Now move in.
What's that?
Assault hammer.
Pendant down. We can lay it.
Early bird. Oh, exhilarating. I'm ready. Move in and do some damage. Power dive. Shadow strike.
Get off.
Upper hand.
Rising
Flame.
Letting them double charge like that really does give a lot.
Slide. Fire carnival.
Infuriate. Defensive stance. Use an aura to heighten your power. Okay. Then don't let up. This should tide me over. Shadow strike. Sliding slinger. Rising flame. Assault hammer. Flame grenade.
Cover fire.
Primer. I'm giving pushback. Move in and do some
Fire
damage.
carnival. Sliding slinger.
Spectacularly done.
Nice work.
Oh. Please bring us a small fillet ASAP. Our customers Equip Titanium Knife 2 and hunt for creeping piranhas in Primordia during the daytime. Gather 5 crush rings in Primordia. Slay Archibald and Revolutionary at Primordia's while it's raining. Gather 3 acorn actresses in Primordia. I guess once it's beat, it just takes it off the list. That's kind of neat. the one I already did. Sir? I'm not gonna be able to do that just yet. Too high of a level. Level 18s and 20s. Man. Do some leveling up because I'm gonna get my puzzle. I think we should just stick with the main story mission, and that's about it. So I get a little higher level. I should just kind of follow the main path because even if I sit here and try and do the side stuff, I don't know that I really can. And I think it's gonna have to tell me how to do a couple of other things while I'm doing the main story. Something tells me if I pull them, I'll pull something else though. I don't want that. Sonar weapon. So much stuff to pick up. I love it. T-ray light. Oh, orange rock. Nice. So, rock launch. This one I've already done. Cran jelly, I need that. Deflection shade mirror.
I'll start things at range. Follow my lead.
Target in sight. Stream edge.
Flame grenade.
Fire carnival.
Assault
Shadow
hammer.
strike.
Oh, exhilarating. I'm ready.
Yeah, 500 damage.
Blinded
Pretty good.
Rise and flame.
I leveled up my class. I'm gonna go ahead and pause. We're gonna go check the party. I think we should check the ground here and see what we got while we're out here. Posted rifle. Yeah, that's probably not better. Barrier 2. A bargain tea. Defense goes down. Melee attack goes down. Melee accuracy goes down. Aroma. Total range attack. Range attack gets increased by 10. That's pretty good. I wonder if I should put all our stuff back on her. Great for defense, but it's definitely better than what I gave her. Let's see here. leave that on. Okay, so maybe that'll help out a little bit. And then let's go to arts. Go back to my character. So I have to re-level. Oh, I don't have to re-level all these things. Power dive. Grants supercharge. Grants total evasion. Maximum HP, boost melee accuracy. Oh, I like these. You only have one equipped at a time, but I have 200 battle points. And, oh, they're unlocked at certain levels. Okay, so I can't do those yet. You're not high enough to unlock anything. Back to arts. I have 50 points. Upgrade. Okay. What about Alma? We've got 31 points. Restores HP when landing melee attacks. So that's probably pretty damn good. We should upgrade that. That's critical power. Everyone, we're pretty much set here. Let's get back to running around. Flower. Really need another one of those. I'm not sure what it was. Some kind of a fruit, I guess. Level up. Nice.
effort is its own reward.
That gets me to level 9. Not quite 10. I think I need to go up there in order to... That is a stingray shark. It looks like it's emitting electrical... Yep. Experience gain, battle points too.
Defensive stance. Take the initiative. Close in. Power dive. Flame grenade. Engaging. Lay down some fire for me.
Some kind of special.
Shadow strike. Blast lightning. Now, melee attacks. Side slap. Ready? Too bad. Success. Now move in. Now it's my turn. Rising flame. That's it. Melee strike. Sliding. Nice. Move in and do some damage. Ready? Too bad.
Wildcat!
Upward hand. Side slash. Early bird.
Oh, we just slid under it. It's pretty cool.
Sliding splitter.
Fire carnival!
That's it. Flame grenade. Move in and keep the rhythm going. See how you like this? Side slash. Sliding splitter. Rising
Kind of weird vibe to level 7. You can see it.
Climber! Scream edge! Tornado! Shadow strike! Defensive flare! Side
Ooh.
slash! Power dive! Flame grenade! Upward yes!
Let's keep it up.
That's not what I wanted. Four, but total range goes up. Ranged attack goes up. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put that on. So where can we go? This next area. Yeah, buggers. Camera on this is super touchy. Like I'm barely touching it, and then it doesn't stop. might be even close here. It looks like I'm like on top of where I need to be, so. Oh, cool. Got all the cran jelly. Whoa, what?
Nicely forward.
Shadow Strike. Now, melee attack. Firing at the help. Ready? Too bad. Scream edge.
Hit him again for me!
See how you like this? Upper hand. Rising blade. Slinger. Tornado blade. Now that's how to evade. You can do it. Shadow strike. I can be plenty fast on my feet. Side slash. Sliding slinger. Rising blade. Appreciate it.
Fire particle!
Side slash. Use an aura. Get control of the battle.
Wild down!
Sliding slinger. Up here. Shoot them while they're distracted. Primer.
That's a rock orange.
Damn. I knew we would have heard from them by now.
It was definitely fighting something. But this damage, it's not the usual claw or bite marks.
No signs of the team. If they were eaten, we'd know it. So did they walk away, or were they taken? Right. Either way, they couldn't have gotten very far. Let's keep looking.
Hold up, Elma. Check this out. I'm picking up an Earth-based IFF signal coming from that direction. It's Pathfinder.
That thing over there, maybe?
It doesn't look natural, does it?
No, it doesn't. It looks like trouble.
And look at this. I'm picking up readings for other life forms too. Multiple signals, moving around inside the structure. Elma, you don't think...
No. Look at their movements. They're controlled, orderly. They're definitely not wild animals. Now the question is, are they native to Mira? Or are they visitors like us? And if so, from where?
You think it's one of the forces that destroyed Earth?
Let's not jump to any conclusions. It's a big universe out there. Of course, we shouldn't rule it out either.
Should we call this into HQ?
Yes, but not from here. If we're picking up their signals, they might be close enough to intercept ours.
You there! Drop your weapons.
stay calm. We don't want to provoke them.
Earth aliens, surrender now!
They know about Earth? You may have been right after all, Lynn.
What are you doing?
It's okay, Lynn. Just stand down. I'm not sure why, but somehow they're able to communicate with us.
Meaning,
Meaning we need to know if diplomacy is a viable option.
Roger that.
We come in peace, and we're willing to negotiate. If you have any Earth alien prisoners, we'd ask the conditions for their release. If you don't, we'll leave you in peace.
No negotiations. No conditions. We have our orders. All Earth aliens must die.
Well, bye.
Didn't have to be like this.
Engaging. Wait up, fire.
Exhilarating.
I'm ready.
Whoa!
Thank appreciate it.
Trash talk!
Eyesight flame.
Wild snake!
Sliding slinger.
Fire carnival!
Tornado blade. Assault hammer. Now, aim for the toppled enemy. Flame grenade. Target in sight. Power dive. Shadow strike. Side slash.
Pretty far.
Wild snake!
I don't like that.
Shadow runner.
Too
Upper
far
hand.
range.
Rising flame. Slinger.
Possible.
So much for the diplomatic approach. What's the deal with wanting us all dead anyway?
Yeah, I wonder. They did mention they were following orders. Maybe someone higher up their chain of command would be willing to negotiate.
Humanoid Slayer. Field double skill insufficient. Okay.
Lynn, can you give us an approximate location for that IFF signal?
Let's see. Seems to be originating from that building over there.
Then we'd better get moving. There's no time to lose.
As much as I should probably kill that thing. Gonna try and not. There are tons of guys to kill though. Oh, I need to kill whatever these are.
Shall we?
Locked and loaded.
titanium knife too. Party? Down here? I don't have a titanium knife to... Yeah, so that means I'm not getting cut for this? That would be correct. Alright. Diplomacy might not work, but sneaking around seems to be doing kinda okay. So I'll keep that up for.
Look who's joined us.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. Shadow strike.
Rising flame!
It's kind of funny.
Now, aim for the toppled enemy.
Alma does a lot of the melee attacks, but her gear is focused on
Flame grenade!
Melee attack.
doing range attacks.
Rising flame!
Sliding.
These Marin winds are not very compatible with my hair.
I know a good treatment.
Wait, did I
Hit me
oh.
up once we're back in the city. Strength comes from experience. That's true on any planet. They're all dead. You killed them all. In cold blood.
Fortune did not smile upon them today.
Nelson.
You filthy Earth aliens do not belong on this planet.
You seem more fluent than the others. Are you in charge?
I am called Glednar. I command this squad, Earth alien. Now it is time for you to surrender.
Hello, Glennar. I am called Elma, and I command this squad. If this planet is your home, we apologize for intruding. We crash-landed here after our ship was damaged in an attack by unknown adversaries. were hoping we could negotiate a peaceful settlement in exchange for our friends, but
Peaceful settlement. Your words are wasted on us. All we can promise Earth aliens is a swift death.
Alma,
right. We tried. Looks like survival of the fittest it is. Fine then. Seeing as you know we come from Earth, I'm guessing there's a good chance we might have a score to settle with
probably
you
true.
anyway. Didn't have to be like this.
I'm attacking. Shadow strike. Sliding. Defensive. Scream. Move in and do some damage. Ready? Too bad. Tornado. That's it. Melee strike.
Good.
Slide. Assault hammer. Now. Aim for the top of enemy. Flame grenade. Shadow strike. Power dive. Upper hand.
There's so many noises happening right now.
Side slash. Slide. Flinger. Screen. Rising and damage.
fire carnival!
Tornado blade. Shadow strike. Flame grenade.
Are you okay, little thing?
I don't get it. Why would they be so bent on killing all humans?
Who can say? Whatever the reason, this is dire news. We should let the others know ASAP. Let's call it in and head back to HQ for a full debrief.
Roger that. And here I just started to hope we'd finally escaped all this.
Escape! Yes, escape! Tatsu also want escape! Friends? Friends can't leave Tatsu trapped!
More Xenos? What should we do?
Stay back, Link. What do you think, Rook?
Finally! Dance of freedom! Tatsu thanks you!
Interesting. One of the vegetables is sentient.
Talking potato. I wonder if it tastes different too. I know what we're having for dinner tonight. You don't know it yet, new girl, but I'm a pretty mean cook.
You are mean! Mean and cruel! Tatsu definitely not potato! Tatsu explained this to dumb and smelly Pro when they take Tatsu, but Pro not listen! Pro never listened. On Nopon Brew Day, Pro first set sticky feet on Mira. Especially Tatsu. Tatsu witnessed prone abuse firsthand. At this rate, entire Nopon race in danger. Yes, Nopon are endangered species. So really, friends have social responsibility to protect Tatsu from danger.
Uh-huh. What do you think, Elma? Bake or fry?
Wait a minute. The beings who captured you, big brutes in armor, little pointy ears?
Yes, prone!
And they're a more recent arrival here, is that right? They're not native to this planet?
Not native, recent. If friends want more details, friends must promise to protect Tatsu. Only then will Tatsu talk.
Right. Elma, you hold him. I'll peel.
Tatsu will talk! Tatsu will talk! Friends not get Nopon sense of humor is all.
So if I understand correctly, this is your homeworld. The Nopon people are native to Mira. And then just recently, the Prones show up and quickly hunt you to the edge of extinction. Is that right?
Not just Prone. Prone and their nasty, evil buddies. Lots and lots of them.
Their buddies? You mean other alien races?
Other hungry alien races. They all gang up on Nopon. They do horrible, terrible things to Nopon. Someday, Tatsu will turn tables and eat them for a change. Then you'll help Tatsu? Protect Tatsu? Oh, happy day! It's settled then. In return, Tatsu will accompany friends back to their village.
What do you think? Take him with us?
He seems harmless enough. And he'd be a good source of information on Mira and the Prone. All right. We can debrief him when we report to Commander Vandal. As long as he passes the quarantine scan, we can bring him back to New LA.
Right. Let's get that out of the way. All clear.
Then Tatsu can join friends? Dance of joy! New friends are friendliest friends ever! I know! Tatsu has special thank you gift for friends for saving Tatsu's life. Tatsu will lend it to friends for free.
Lend? It's not a gift if you don't give it.
Give it away? For always? For free? This would be insulting to friends and to Tatsu. No Nopon merchant worth his salt and pepper could do such a thing. Tatsu is grateful, but Tatsu not insane.
What? It's insane to think if someone saves your life, you might actually show them some real... And he's not even listening.
Friend, do you ever get lost? Tired of bulky maps and flawed memory?
Different. Iris, that's the reason you're not in the room right now.
There is a better way. Friends, this is your lucky day. Presenting Follow Ball. Follow Ball is #1 ultimate best super secret must-have Nopon item. If friends get lost out in wild, friends just follow Ball of Light to safety. And now it's yours, for free, to borrow. For now, anyway.
Really? Follow Ball? That's the best name you could come up with for your super special thing?
Oh, you got traded.
What would friend prefer? Fancy name no one understands so friend can feel smart? Now, time for Nopon Dance of Generosity.
I don't know. Is that thing really gonna be all that useful? What if it's a trap or boom? It just blows up in our faces.
Ah yes, that reminds Tatsu. If Follow Ball get damaged, Tatsu need to charge friends full price, plus restock fee.
So much for Dance of Generosity.
Presenting Follow Ball. Before using Follow Ball, select mission friend want guidance for. Follow Ball is super convenient Nopon treasure, but also total junk if no mission is selected. Oh, and Follow Ball sometimes gets lost, so try to go easy on Follow Ball. It's pretty smart for the most part. Main menu, mission, set navigation, RX. Okay. So we failed at saving our friends. But we did manage to gain a potato. I don't think this worked out like we wanted it to. Level 37, Jesus. Free Scorpio.
This can't be good.
Lasers?
There really only is like one bad thing about running past all the two bad things. Obviously, you're not getting XP, but you could just run past everything, and then the only really bad downside of that is not being able to get the pickups, the items that are floating around in the world. But I'm not sure that they're the most useful things. I think that a lot of them are going to be like little things here and there. They're going to sell 90% of them, but look who's gonna stay the hell over there.
Look who's joined us.
Followed by it. Is the Grex still following me? Jesus. I don't really feel like I did a whole lot this round. And I guess I kinda did, but a lot of it was just talking. Sorry I yawn so much. I wake up early and I'm gonna work. Then I come home and I stream and I just want to go to bed. Of course I love streaming, but that always sounds nice. There is no walk in this game. It's just run.
Damn, losing Nelson's team is a real blow. But the fact we're not the only visitors on this rock is even worse.
They made it clear they want all humans dead. For all we know, they may be related to the forces that destroyed Earth and followed us here.
Wonderful. I'll report this to Secretary Nagi. See if we can't bolster our defenses. Just one last thing. What the bloody hell is this dancing turnip doing here?
He's actually a potato.
Tatsu not turnip or potato. For last time, Tatsu is not food. Now, on behalf of Planet Mira, Tatsu welcome all Earth people and offer a friendly treaty of friendship.
Yeah, right. Anyway, we were thinking he could be a good source of general intel about the planet. Exactly how useful that'll be remains to be seen.
Oh, don't you worry about a thing. Friend's totally safe now that Tatsu is in town. Tatsu watch over and protect friends, especially weak, pathetic Lindley with her thin, bony wings.
You mean my arms? Look who's talking. And who said anything about you coming with us? You can stay here, you greedy, annoying little cabbage. I'm sure there's a salad here that could use you.
Meh? Tatsu stay here? Friends would leave Tatsu behind?
It It's for the best. You said yourself your people are endangered, and the Xenos that captured you might still be out there. You'll be safest here in the city.
Agreed.
Tatsu not agreed. Friends will want Tatsu along. Friends need Tatsu along.
How so?
What? Well, that, of course. This planet have many helpful Nopon that Tatsu can talk to. Other Nopon can share information for friends.
That might be useful.
That right. Most Nopon not like Tatsu. Nopon can be shy. Nopon can be difficult. Most Nopon never trust friends or even talk to friends. But Tatsu? Nopon love Tatsu. The Tatsu use smooth talk and winning personality to get friends good info.
The Tater Tot has a point.
Uh-huh. More like an ulterior motive, if you ask me.
Tatsu perish the thought. Tatsu intentions are pure, Linley. Pure as snow. Linley intimidated by Tatsu's strength and smarts, but do not worry, Tatsu is true friend.
Strength and smarts, huh? That's really not what I'm worried about here.
All right, then it's settled. Small Fry here will accompany you three out in the field. After all, we can use all the info we can get.
Seriously? We have to babysit this thing?
You're the ones that picked him up. Besides, would you really want to leave him with another team?
Maybe not. Unless we were invited to the meal, I mean.
See? Already getting along like peas and carrots. He can be your charge, Lee.
Oh, come on, Commander! That's not funny! I've got my hands full out there! This is so unfair. Back me up here, would you, Elma?
I'm sure Elma has no objections.
Right. As you say, Commander.
Done and done. Welcome to Blade, Tater. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, sir! And it's a Tatsu. Oh, one thing Tatsu forgot to mention. Nopon are pacifists, so friends need to defend Tatsu, keep extra super safe in any battle. Tatsu VIP diplomat, after all.
And why am I not surprised? So much for him watching over and protecting us.
All right.
So, Rook, feel like you're starting to get the hang of things?
Of course you are. You've taken to it like a fish to water, just like Elma and the Commander said you would.
Just the same, let's review the key points, and I can fill in some extra details. Blade's top priority right now is to secure missing pieces of the Lifehold. You remember that much. Countless people are frozen in the Lifehold. It's the key to restoring humanity. Up until we ran into the Prone, our biggest concern was that wild indigents would stumble on the Lifehold and damage it somehow. But now there's a more pressing threat. Intelligent alien races who are intentionally trying to destroy us. So, our search has new urgency. We need to find and retrieve all of the Lifehold ASAP.
And the best way to do that is by expanding the reach of Frontier Nav. The more probes we can install, the wider we can scan, and the faster we can find bits of the Lifehold.
So our primary focus going forward should be to travel around Mira installing data probes. As many as we can, as fast as we can. I can't stress enough how important this is. You still with me? Then let's move on to the other pressing threat that Blade has to deal with. Hostile indigens. There's no real delicate way to put this. Any wildlife that poses a clear threat must be eliminated. The Lifehold is our future, but we can't ignore the present. We still have our duty to keep New LA safe. And sometimes that duty requires enacting coordinated strikes to solve problems before they can do real harm.
We're the newcomers here, it's true. And they're usually just out to defend their territory. But sometimes it really is them or us. And we have to make sure it's us. Don't get me wrong. It's not like we run out there and light up anything that moves. Only Blade HQ can choose targets. And they tend to keep them strictly to creatures that pose a significant threat to our survival.
In order to contribute to this cause, operatives are asked to form into squads to take on special missions. These squad missions, as we call them, don't get posted to mission control like your other more typical assignments. Rather, HQ transmits the details directly to all of us at the same time. Basically, they want as many people to know about them ASAP, so they can be taken care of ASAP.
I'm sure you can imagine, but these missions aren't your run-of-the-mill little fetch quests. It's not the kind of stuff just one or two Blades could handle on their own. That's why squads can have as many as 32 members.
And it's why we ask members to sign up to a squad beforehand. We can't have Blades playing musical chairs whenever this kind of emergency hits us. But just remember, squad missions are not mandatory. You don't have to drop everything you're doing just to take one on. HQ has no way of knowing what every Blade is up to when these missions arise. If you're busy with something else, they'll understand. They need to trust our collective judgment with these things, and, well, so far so good.
And I think that about covers the basics, right?
Search for the missing pieces of the Lifehold. Install data probes to expand Frontier Nav. And take on squad missions when you can to keep us safe.
Yep.
Got all that? Good. We're counting on you.
And briefing adjourned. Thank God.
All right, well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it?
Yeah, let's call it a night.
Oh, Tatsu's so excited to sleep in real bed. Lily can show Tatsu to his room now.
Oh, your room is right over there.
Oh, it looks perfect size for Tatsu. Wait, what? Tatsu know what that is. That refrigerator. We'll go in there to cool off.
I guess you are smarter than you look.
Well, Tatsu not want to brag, but... wait a minute! Tatsu see what Lindley did there?
Advancing story missions. At last, your Blade adventure begins. Main story missions can be undertaken via the Blade barracks, but remember that they come with specific requirements, like level and survey rate. Good luck, Rook. Counting on you to find the Lifehold core. Blade reports. Good job on your mission. 2 features now available. The first is Blade reports, which allow Blade operatives to interact and share info. Use this feature to coordinate missions, give advice, or even shower me with affection if you so desire. Scouting Blades up next. Next up is the Blade Scout feature. Barracks allows a Blade Operative and another team to aid you for a limited time. Simply access the Blade Scout console anytime you need an extra hand. Well, look at that. Now all Blade services are at your disposal. Editing your greetings. Hey, so have you set up your greetings? They're a good tool for introducing yourself to other operatives. You can personalize them by editing Edit Greetings from the social menu. Try it out sometime. Just remember to be respectful of other players. Alright? Classes and skills. Once you hit class rank 10, you might want to think about changing classes. Moving from Drifter to a higher class will allow you to use skills. Oh, and remember, you can change classes anytime, so don't be afraid to try something new. Organizing your party. You're a Blade now. That implies great responsibility, but also great freedom. And though some assignments require specific party members, who you take on your travels is generally up to you. Call on Lynn or myself anytime you like. We'll be in the barracks. Conquest Progress. For those who want an immersive single-player story, for those who want to focus on multiplayer play, it's been delightful because the online is closed for this now. Arena? Yay! And Gwen. Nice. Who the fuck's Doug? Oh, that guy.
Yes! But I won't stop there!
Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and save. I'm gonna go ahead and call it for tonight. I know it's probably not one of my longer streams, but I think it's good enough. I've been enjoying this. It is definitely something new and different for me. Combat is quite different. It is completely open world, which is something I don't usually get 100% into, but it seems like it's an open world in a way that it's doable. It's not like too much, which is always good. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I see you soon. Friday is probably going to be WoW Classic with my dad and my friend Ninja. And until then,